Hey, how's it going, my fellow Fenerbahçe fans? Hope you all are having a great day, and welcome to top 5 of the worst strikers that has played for Fenerbahçe in the past 20 years or so. Today's list is going to be consisting, obviously, of 5 players, 5 strikers mainly that has played for us. Hasn't really not really performed, but has performed terribly bad. Just want to mention one thing that I've included players that has minimum played 15 matches for us, because less than 15 matches is kind of not right adding, because you can't really expect a player that has played 3-4 matches to have really good stats. Also, it's going to be based on the goals that they've scored, stats, and how they've generally performed, because some strikers, they might not score that much, but they contribute in other ways. So without further ado, we'll just start off first with Sergei Rebrov, who's played for Fenerbahçe around 2002-2003 season-ish, or early 2000s, let's say. I was pretty much a kid back then, but I would tune in time to time, and I would essentially see him play for us. Now, from his playing style, only thing I remember was one of the goals he scored. It was as a kid, I remember. If I'm not mistaken, it was against Malatyaspor. He came through the right side of the pitch and took a great shot. But other than that, I've checked some old matches, like full old matches, and watched it. To be honest, I haven't really seen anything too specific about him. And looking at his statistics as well, that's why I decided to add him. In general, 39 matches played, 4 goals scored, and 6 assists. If I'm not mistaken, he had a few more goals. The stats won't show up in transfer market, but I remember he did score an extra penalty or something that makes his goal count a bit more. But in 39 matches, it's pretty much like 12 goals contributed for a striker. That's pretty low. And number 4 spot, we have Burak Yilmaz. Now, I've included Burak Yilmaz because considering how he performed for us and how he performed for other teams he got transferred after us is clearly day and night. It's unbelievable. We bought the guy during Aragonés time when he wanted to. Pretty much we got him, and things didn't really go what we would have expected back then. He did perform before. I think he came from Manisaspor to us. He did perform pretty decently there. I might be mistaking the team that he played before us, but I kind of understand back then. Our team was just too good to be playing Burak Yilmaz, a youngster. But he's played about 16 matches for us and no goals, just with 2 assists. And he gets transferred to another team, and the guy starts scoring 20-30 goals. So that is just not quite understandable. How are the strikers that we get turn out to be so bad? They don't score. They can't even shoot. They forget how to shoot. It's like a complete opposite. They're not a striker. We bought a defender at that point. But it's a bit of understandable because we had I mentioned bigger players. David was there, and then bigger name strikers. But I was expecting at least a bit more. Even those 16 matches, at least a goal or 2 statistically wouldn't be too bad. And as a player, he didn't really play that well when I watched him. At least he wasn't that great. But then whatever happened after leaving us, the guy became pretty much the highest scoring Turkish player in as a top scorer, if I'm not mistaken. Then Gomez surpassed Alex's thing, but he was foreigner, so I think he still holds that record for himself of having the highest top scorer as a Turkish player. And number 3 spot, we have Henry Bienvenu. Now, back then when watching this guy play, I couldn't believe how was he even playing for us. That never really made sense, because going from Niang to Bienvenu was it's like driving a Ferrari and out of a sudden you're riding a tricycle. So that was just another downfall for us. And funny thing is, we were the only team that paid when he got to Young Boys, they paid around 400,000 euros, and we bought him for 4 million euros. And after us, no one has paid a transfer fee for him. So that's another interesting fact. We never made money out of him. Instead of money, we made loss. He played about 32 matches with 7 goals. And if I'm not mistaken, he did score a hat-trick in Turkish Cup match. So that's like 3 goals alone came from there. But, it was Turkish Cup match. And it's not about just the 7 goals. He was terribly bad. The shooting, he couldn't shoot for nothing. You would expect, at least he would be a bit athletic or something. He wasn't even that fast from what I remember. But damn, he would miss a lot of goals. Before Bienvenu, we had Guiza that would miss so many shots and chances, open goals and all that stuff. But I felt like it couldn't get worse, but it did with Bienvenu. So, especially considering 32 matches, 4 million euros from a player that we barely knew about. He managed to tear our defense apart in that, Champions League qualifiers. And I don't know what were the people thinking of, he played good against us, so we should get him. Yeah, so pretty much he was our number 3 spot. Second spot on the list is a recent striker. First spot is reserved for someone much, much better. So second spot goes to Islam Slimani. Now, again, this is another fact that how a player plays decent before coming to us, then everything goes wrong. But to be honest, I wouldn't add Slimani to first spot considering the team we had back then. We nearly even got relegated. And if you consider the first half, we went bottom of the table. So 25 matches played, 5 goals. And in league, if I'm not mistaken, he got 1 or 2 goals. And the rest of the 3 goals, one of them came against, if I'm not mistaken, it was against Giresunspor in the Turkish Cup. I might be mistaken, though. I can't remember that. He scored a header. That's what I remember. We were wearing the white and yellow jersey. And 2 of them came against Spartak Trnava or something like that in Kadıköy in Europa League. And that aside, just as I mentioned, I thought Guiza, and then we had Bienvenu. It couldn't get any worse. Guess what? It got even worse. Literally, the guy would miss anything, everything. No keeper, no problem. He misses. And the worst part was every time he missed, then he would look back and his teammates and start smiling off and all. And oh my goodness, I remember the whole comments and on social media how much people would be raging about it. How is he playing? He was playing so good in Sporting Lisbon and Leicester City, and then he comes to us, he stops scoring. And then his loan time ended with us and he went to Monaco. And guess what? He decided destroying the League One, which was unbelievable. He scored a hat-trick. Then the next match, he scored 2 goals, 1 assist. In the other match, he scored 1 goal, 2 assists. And he scored about 15, 16 goals-ish. And it was just unbelievable. Whatever happens to the strikers we end up buying, they decide to not score. They decide to forget how to play football. But let's get to the man of the hour, or man of the show, our current striker, Samata. Now, the whole idea of creating this top 5 list was after watching the Adana Demirspor's match. Now, I do not like to bash on specific players, but considering how much we're paying them and the performance we're getting out of them, I quite fully think they're not worth the cash that we're paying for them. And not only the salary, but we end up paying 6 million euros for Coca-Cola, man. Now, I guess maybe, we can change up the whole cola stuff and maybe, give him a Pepsi or, Pepsi Max. Maybe the performance might change. Who knows? But probably not even one of the worst. He's the worst striker I've seen. The guy in Genk, the Samata I saw in Genk, was a beast. If that Samata was playing for us right now, last season we would have won the league. And this season, everyone would be scared of us. Oh my God, these guys have gotten, Samata, the beast. And no. We ordered, a goal-scoring machine. Instead, we got something else. It was like a manual packaging. I don't even know what to say. Literally, 31 games played, 6 goals scored. And I guess, in comparison with Henry Bienvenu, it's almost like he played 32 matches and got 7 goals. So for 4 million, and Samata 31 matches and 6 goals for 6 million. So I'm assuming the next striker we end up paying 8 million euros. So he's going to be scoring like in 30 matches, like 5 goals? Like, does it decrease every time we increase the price of a striker by 2 million? But in general, honestly, this probably one of the most disappointing transfer I've seen so far in the past like 5 years or so. I'm not including Guiza and all. That's a whole different story. But I mean, at least you would expect your striker to be standing up front, just face to face with the goal, or stay in the middle of the box. The problem with this guy is he shifts towards left side of the pitch. Reminds me of Suarez in his last season in Barcelona. You expect him to play as a striker, but then he shifts on the left side. The issue is Samata's not even that fast. I don't really see him being running that fast or being too quick to chase after the ball and all. And he's dribbling, not that great either, nor he's a good skiller. So why are you shifting towards the middle? It's better for you to stay in the middle to take a shot and raise your confidence at least. Oh my god, okay, the keeper saved it. It was a good shot, but however, no, that Adanaspor thing, the match where he got the ball and then somehow, I don't even know how was that possible, but he tried to move the ball and then it hit his knee and then he tried to control that, then it went into throw-in. And then there was another chance he got one-on-one with the keeper and he took like almost like an eternity to take a shot, and then the defender is like, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna go in slow motion mode and grab the ball from him, and we lost the ball and we barely won the match by clinching that Ozil's goal. But however, I personally think he's probably he's the worst striker we've had. The ones at least I watched, I'm not sure, maybe they're like much older Fenerbahçe fans, because mine is about like 18, 19 years, so let's just say 20 years in total. I haven't seen anything like this. I hope it's just the last, we stop getting like strikers that turn out to be washing machines for us. I don't know, what can I say at this point? You expect a goal machine and then you end up facing a washing machine, so that's pretty much it for the list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any other ideas or any other top 5 stuff you guys want me to make, so feel free to comment down in the comment section below. And I hope you guys great day, stay safe, and peace out.